James Comey will make another attempt to get his criminal case tossed in court today. The former FBI director's defense team hopes to convince a judge that the case was retribution by President Trump. Multiple challenges to this case have put its legitimacy in question. U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan, who filed the charges, is at the center of the controversy. Both her appointment and conduct are now in question. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman joins us with the latest on today's hearing. And Katrina, as we've been discussing this week, it does look like the case is falling apart against Comey. So what does his defense team need to prove today or say?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. So they need to show that this prosecution is acting with genuine animus, that James Comey wouldn't have been prosecuted but for that animus. And there's a very different kind of timeline here. There are social media posts by President Trump encouraging Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute James Comey. Just days later, she installed U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan. There are a lot of questions about her appointment. There are then a lot of questions about what happened in that grand jury room when she secured this indictment. So James Comey's defense lawyers are going to have to show that this was a vindictive prosecution. They have to show clear evidence here. There usually is a lot of leniency towards prosecutors because they want them to have discretion to prosecute who they need to. But in addition, Errol, Comey's lawyers are going to point out that not only James Comey is being persecuted here, but also his daughter, Maureen Comey. She was a prosecutor with the Southern District of New York. She was fired with no reason over the summer, right after she had finished prosecuting Sean Combs. So there are a lot of bases here. There's a lot of information in the public eye from President Trump showing that dating back to 2017, he wanted James Comey prosecuted.
Now, earlier this week, you and I were discussing the judge saying that the grand jury evidence and testimony could be handed over to Comey's team, which is unusual. Yes. Are vindictive prosecutions typically successful? How unusual is this?
No, it is very, very rare for them to be successful, but a lot of lawyers believe that this is one of those rare cases where there really is significant evidence here that these charges are very thin, a lot of questions about the way the prosecution was brought right as the statute of limitations was going to expire, Errol, the process that I just described to you. So this might be a rare instance where we actually see one that is successful.
Wow, we'll watch this closely today. Katrina, I know you will too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.